We're Ford owners. We're very down to earth.
Well, it's GMC. We tend to be more. I'm on the lower end.
You have tried to
chewing tobacco
A Denali nonetheless.
and bought it used. I will not pay for a new vehicle. I prefer the first guy to take the hit.
these days. If you don't, you might as well take out a mortgage on a truck.
Oh, it's stupid. It literally makes me insane how expensive vehicles are. Because we really like my wife has a Suburban, and we're fixing to crack 100,000 miles on it. I know, they take a huge nosedive. They're 100,000 miles. She kind of maybe wanted to get something a little bit newer. And we went to look at it, it was just like, we might as well just drive the wheels off this thing. There's nothing wrong with it,
Trey bought me a Lexus RX. He bought it used, but it was the nicest car I ever had.
Yeah.
And we drove it, and then we gave it to my mom. And now it's about to roll over 200,000 miles.
Wow.
And
Lexuses are amazing. My dad and mom both drove Lexuses when I was a kid. My dad's a big, huge Toyota.
I always have been, but
And he
Trey
had-
has won me over.
Yeah, well, he had he drove,
Wait, where are we?
we're on the 55, the first 55 acre tract. I thought we'd go back here to the tank
Oh, okay.
and look at the map, get an idea of where we're at. There's the tank right there. Maybe check out the corner back here. Oh, the other thing, 100% of owned minerals, I don't know what percentage he owns, but we'll convey. All the production is dead, it's all capped. So that tank battery up there at the front is
Oh,
retired.
okay.
Okay. So this must be the back corner, back fence line right here.
So the back needs fencing.
The back will need to be fenced. And we need to find out. It kind of sounded like they were going to be building fence. So here's kind of what I've gleaned from talking to Donna. This is not the original owner. Somebody bought this ranch with the intent of, cutting it up, subdividing it. He shot for the moon early and missed. And so then he realized, well, maybe I need to start spending some money to try to justify my asking price. And now, it kind of sounds like he needs some action. Pretty bad. So,
It hasn't turned red yet. It looks like it's still got some algae because it's pretty clear in spots.
well, what it looks like is they just cleaned up around it and maybe pulled the bank back a little bit, so when it does catch the you might catch more volume. That appears to be a fairly established stock.
Well, it was on the pictures
Yeah.
from back.
Yeah. On Google Earth, it was all, the grass, the loose dirt, y'all be careful.
Yeah, right?
This is not the same one.
Yeah, no, this is.
This one's very back down.
Yeah. So, you know where our corner is back there. Now, looks like your watershed kind of comes from here, and also that other kind of right over there. That there might be some runoff going in that feeds it right there as well. So now let's go see if we can find the snake on this other side. You can see it.
I think it's right around this bend. Because this is the way we came. Remember, you asked if we wanted to drive down?
Yep. So yep, right here is.
So that's the other 55.
So this actually ends up on the second 55. So you've got, we're on the border here. We're on the middle 55. We're on the west side of the middle 55. Make sense?
No.
No.
We need to look at where we are. 'Cause
Okay.
I thought we pulled in a
What does that say on
So-
that flag?
That's utilities. What's that?
pipeline, natural gas.
Energy Transfer Company?
Huh?
Energy Transfer Company?
Yeah, nat gas.
Oh, so we're back down in the middle
Yeah.
We're in
of
the,
the property, almost in the middle of it again.
we're in the middle 55,
So
closest to the 32. So that
here's the 32, and that's where the 32 and the 55 meet, and then it goes up to here. That's the tree line. There's the tank, and now we're back.
Let's do this on land ID.
so
See borders.
that stake right there and that way
That
is
way,
the 55.
right?
That
That
encapsulates.
connects to the 32.
We're nowhere near the 32 piece.
Right.
It connects to. That's the 55 between this 55 and the 32.
Okay,
So if
I don't know what you mean.
the piece that we're looking at, the 32 and the 55, we're on the other 55. That's the 55 and the 32.
So did we just do a U-turn somewhere? Now we're coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We just went to the back corner of the first 55 acre tract. We drove through the back of the 32, turned left,
went up.
went up the border. Okay, you're right here.
So this to me looks like what we did. We turned and went up, went behind the tank, then come down and went beside the tank, and now did this.
Yes.
So now we're pointed back toward the 32.
We're
Okay.
pointed back toward.
See this right here, that little
Yeah.
triangle. That's the 32. So we came in here, we went
Up.
left, went up the fence line, wrapped around. Now we are
Well,
right
we didn't.
on.
We didn't go all the way down because we turned to come back to the tank and then drove through the middle of the property.
No,
No, we
we
went
went all the way to the
to
corner.
the corner, and we came
Oh.
and we went around the back of the tank, and then drove around the tank. So here, look here. We went like this. We went all the way up to the corner, went over a little bit, came down, went around the tank, and then wound, Kirby Road here, and landed right here.
Okay.
So
So where are we headed now? Straight down back toward the
We are
county
headed-
road?
we are headed
Okay.
that way. So here's what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go stand on the line here, and I'm gonna try to create a new map, basically, for us to look at.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are oaks.
Whole thing. I created the boundary of the whole thing, and then a boundary with 87 right there. Kind of demonstrate where we are. So that's, somebody would like to hold that like that.
I gotta get Tracy in the. Because I'm the only one that doesn't understand the directions. 'Cause
Okay,
I
so
guess I'm directionally challenged.
we are headed that way on the
Okay.
map. So, got it?
The arrow is pointing behind us, correct? We're headed the direction opposite of the little blue arrow on our.
Correct.
Okay.
That just demonstrates, I think, true north.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I never knew that. I always thought it was the way you were holding your phone.
Or well, I've got here. Let me do this. Let me reorient the map on your screen.
No, you're fine. I mean, as long as I understand what I'm looking at, I'm good.
It's still, yeah. That always. So the arrow, I guess, always points to true north.
Okay.
But
And that's true.
I never knew that.
That might be true on Land ID, but that's not on like Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
so let's just kind of crawl up through here. As you can see, we are in the 87 right now. Should have brought a Sawzall or some loppers, but I didn't.
It's okay.
I wanted to kind of, we'll find us a spot to kind of creep into some of these wooded areas along the way. Now that pipeline, that Energy Transfer pipeline may be an active nat gas pipeline, but that, the production is no longer occurring out here, I guess. Man.
We're not going to be able to go through anyway. Look, there's a fence right there.
Apologies. Good catch. I would have caught that eventually. Oh. So I test drove a handful of machines before I settled on this one. And part of the reason I like this one so much is because of the takeoff. Like some of those machines, golly, it's like a long trigger pull.
Yeah.
And then when you finally hit it, it's just like, and you can have a lighter foot on here, and it doesn't just jump out from underneath you. I think Honda built a great machine. That thing was the roughest riding son of a gun. It was just not a very pleasant ride.
I'm very
Yeah, I just got into this too.
I know right where we're at. So we're on the middle 55 right now.
Yeah, we've come away from the
Yeah.
edge into the middle. Not the middle, but
Here's our property line right here. Now we are back on the 87. So there's a little cross fence right here. Let's see how far down. I guess this cross fence may go all the way to that gate that we went through to access the back of the
okay, we
55.
are not going toward.
We're going towards the 32.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going toward the county road. We're crossing horizontally across it.
Yes, we're going across the first 55 acre tract that connects to
Okay.
the 32 acre tract.
Oh, okay.
Nice little game trail right here. Get a little bit of clearing through here, looks like.
Looks like we're almost there.
So there's the end of the 55
Yep.
coming up.
Don heads up, Trey heads up on your side. And then here is your northern west border. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
right back there, straight back, goes toward that tank.
Yep.
Okay.
Because now we're on your, if we went straight back that way, we get the corner.
Right.
Yeah. The northwest corner of the property.
So we're about halfway back toward the front out on the county road.
Yeah. So I just kind of like
So it's gonna go this way, right?
Right straight to here, yeah.
Yeah, there's the county road. So either on one side or the other of that tree.
Oh, the 55 is on, or that tree is on.
Is on the 55? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should probably start referring to that as the 87, not the
And
50.
Oh, okay.
interestingly enough,
The 87.
this appears to be a decent little caliche pit. You may not even want them to finish out this tank until you pull out all your own aggregate to build roads. And then what you're left with is a nice big hole for another more surface water. Figuring out the right catch, you know, and then you can bring in clay to line it or bentonite or whatever.
Okay. I am so confused again. I know we're standing on the property line between the 87 and the 55. I understand that.
Yep.
That's 84.
That's 84.
There's a lot more frontage road on 84 than I thought there was. Where's the county road? Start.
See that truck?
Okay.
See where that truck is?
Yeah.
Go back,
And then
county
come.
road
See that?
starts. The county road actually starts on the 32.
Yeah.
There's a
there
little
is a
section,
gate
yeah.
on the 32.
See that road right there? See those tanks?
Oh, that's the middle gate.
That's
okay.
where the
Yeah.
Okay.
And the tank battery is actually on the middle 55.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot of elevation change on this.
Oh, beautiful.
I remember that from when I first saw the 32, which is why I sent it to him, because I liked the elevation change on there.
And heck, I mean, even like right over there, I mean, there's a million home sites on this property, depending on how far you wanted to make your
And there are
beautiful
no deed
winding road.
restrictions, right?
None.
Okay.
No deed restrictions. Yeah, I don't think that, I was thinking the mobile home part, but that was on that other tract over there. So
The
no
one
deed.
up the road on.
Yeah, no deed restrictions here.
There's definitely a gate on the 32, but neither of us can remember if they also cut a gate on the first 55. I
go
thought
take a
they
look.
did, but
We'll check her out.
Trey wants to get a good feel of how the 55 feels to drive across it, you know. Because when you're on the county road, if you drive from one side of it to another, it doesn't look narrow,
Right.
but
Let's get on the 87 and make our way.
So that land ID will tell you the length and width, right, of the property.
We can look at it. We can measure it. Hang on. In fact, we can measure it right now. So let's measure distance, okay? So we're gonna measure you wanna measure across here and down?
Yeah.
So from here to there, approximately 846 linear feet. kind of straight down the property line. So y'all are looking at these machines. I got mine at Family Power Sports in San Angelo. There's a dealer in Abilene also, but I don't really care for the company. And San Angelo, they packaged me up with the trailer. I bought 2 gun racks, the other one's in the bed. It came unscrewed, I gotta put it back in. The 2 gun racks, the windshield, I've got a brush guard coming, it was still on order. The trailer, the light bar, and then the work light, and all of it, the financing and everything was about $2,500 or $25,000. Okay, here is across. Oh, that's the county road.
Yeah.
Okay. So lots. Visually, it looks big. A lot of county road frontage. So you can put an entrance just about anywhere you want. Don, let me know when we get to the corner of the 32. So I'll bet you it's right there at that gate.
So there's definitely a gate on the 32, like a cut-in gate.
Oh, okay. Entrance.
No, you were right, Trey. The gate's on the 32. This tree line is where they separate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record that. What'd you say? No, I'm kidding.
You are recording.
Okay. Okay, here for the 30. Okay. Yeah. We drove this. We got a lot of cool boulders on this 32 acres. It's incorporating the landscaping. And, I mean, you know how freaking boulders are? It's stupid. Crazy. Oh yeah, we couldn't really get through this up here without the right
This is where we stopped. And y'all wanted to climb
Yeah.
up under the trees on the road.
Yeah.
So this is quite a bit different topology, ground.
Yeah, a little bit different ground here.
So if we,
At least on this frontage, for sure. Not necessarily on the other side of the trees.
see how rocky that is?
Yeah.
That would concern me about like doing like a homestead.
Yeah,
It's
you wouldn't
close.
want it here. Right? I thought it was above, but that's just on 84.
there's got to be some type of a threshold on amount of acreage that determines ag. There's no way on 82 acres they could just hit you with the, oh, well, that's homestead, and you're paying full-blown taxes on that, regardless of number of animals. I feel like, and again, I'm kind of talking out of my rear end here, but I just can't imagine that.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Because there hadn't been an animal on that 103 in decades and decades, and the taxes are
Well, that's because
darn
they
it,
haven't
nothing.
come out and audited.
well.
Either that
Maybe.
or they're taking a different type of ag exemption, right?
Right.
Because you can take it for a lot of different things.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you could take an ag
My
exemption.
neighbor, and we
on-
hate it. I mean, I wish he just sold his property.
Yeah.
It sat there. As long as we lived there, it sat there. No animals at all. And he got in trouble.
Are
So
y'all
he put cattle.
are y'all in the city limits or are you in the county?
Technically, Lamarck doesn't recognize no city limit. I mean, we live out, but it's still considered city limits. Lamarck says if you have our address, it's city limits. But they came out and audited. So he put cattle, and he doesn't take care of it. The fence has been knocked down 4 times.
Yeah.
That's my phone.
That's yours.
I don't know where your phone's some other man.
I'm gonna call Donna real quick and we're just gonna ask her about the taxes. Well, she might be still be in charge herself.
This spot, 32 acres is big. Because there's the trucks, there's the ridge, and then the rocks on the other side of it, right? And then this goes down, so it's a pie, but
Because there's recreational ranches that don't run any animals. They're not paying full blown, property taxes on those,